meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dear friend, Tori Amos, back in studio tonight.
Hello, Adam. Hello, Dr. Drew.
Tori and I have something that sort of transcends the hour we spend together every couple of years or so.
What is that something?
I don't know what that is, but
it's something.
Well, I feel it. I think Tori does.
Of course I feel it, Adam.
First, she agreed to me tonight, and she said, do not leave me alone this time. How dare you leave me alone with that man in the studio?
No, we have a thing, which is to the uninitiated, we seem like opposites, but we're really sort of kindred spirits, you see. And I think when we're in the same room together, that's sort of
it melds.
It melds. Mm-hmm. Yes.
When is your sign? What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Are you now?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Your sign.
I'm gonna guess your sign.
You go.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius rising.
I mean rising. Yeah. Huh?
Not far.
Well, what's the difference between Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising?
No, I'm a Leo with Sagittarius rising.
See, I felt the rise.
Yeah.
I felt the rise.
So did I.
That was in my sweatpants. I felt the rise, and I didn't get the Leo.
Unacceptable.
The Leo part, but Tori has herself a CD. Oh, we got lots of stuff to talk about with Tori. We'll talk about the new best of CD. Is it officially a best of? It has some new songs on it.
No, it's a best of.
All right, it's called Tales of a Librarian. That is out. We'll hear cuts off of that. Also, organization we've been talking about since Tori started coming on this show, RAIN, which is a website for rape and abuse and incest and all that stuff. And there's a national website and phone numbers and all that stuff we can give out because it's good that there's something national. And I don't know if there's any other national stuff. Sometimes we talk to people and we have some numbers, but they're not quite right, but they could sort of lead you down the path to a right number. But this is the one that's for this, and it's www.rain.org, by the way, and that's RAIN, RAINN, and the phone number, it's a 1-800 number, is 800-656-HOPE. That's 800-656-HOPE. Write it down. Put it on your refrigerator. You never know. And 2 years since you've been here last, Tori.
Really?
It doesn't seem that long, but
No.
2 years.
Wow.
What's going on? Where do you live?
I live in England.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do, in Cornwall, North Cornwall.
Where are you from
Drew lived
originally?
in Cornwall for a while, which is out of
I stayed there
Chichester.
very briefly.
Oh, very briefly. He said it was uncomfortable.
And you said I wasn't going there, by the way.
That's right. That's right. Were you there last time you were here? Were we talking about this?
Oh, yes, but I was on tour last time.
Uh-huh.
And this time, I got off tour in September. We were out for a long, long time. And I had my little girl out with me. She's a road dog at 3. Yay!
Wow.
So she's happy to be back at school.
And
Where'd you grow up?
I was born in North Carolina. I grew up in the D.C. area.
Because it was funny, when we were talking before the show started, I swear I heard an accent, English accent.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I thought, what is that? I don't.
Well, why not?
dear.
You say,
Yeah, you hang around. You'll
hang
pick
around
that
black
stuff up.
guys next to you. It's, no, man. And it's a high five in and all that. I mean, you got to convert. You got to do that. You're gonna stand out. So is this? So it's full time. This is your home.
Yeah.
You live in England. When you're on tour as much as you're on tour, does it matter as much where you live? Or maybe that's a stupid question, but you know what I'm saying. If you're out traveling, it's like you're back and forth to the United States all the time, aren't you?
Yeah, we're here a lot. But I think what it is we had to make a choice where we were going to bring up Tash, and my husband's British, and I'm a better traveler than he is. So
Right. And do you hang out with Madonna over there?
I don't hang out with many famous people.
You don't have any famous friends?
Just you, Adam.
Just you, Adam.
Speaking of England, Tori's going to be on the Sharon Osbourne show tomorrow, so you can catch her. Are you going to be playing?
I think so, yes.
You're filming it tomorrow.
filming it
Are they
tomorrow.
going to air it tomorrow?
That's a really good question.
Usually they
Sean.
don't. They air it like a couple
I think
weeks
you're
later.
right. I think we're
really?
filming
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I've done her show a couple of times, and this stuff. There's one of the shows I did ended up airing like repeatedly, but weeks after I did it.
Really?
Yeah,
That seems weird to me.
it's a syndicated show. Like, listen, how many shows of LoveLine did we do? When did they show up on television?
Some still haven't made it
Yeah,
there yet.
that's what I'm talking
All right,
about.
Drew. All right, touche. Good point. All right, let's help the kids, because I know that's what I'm all about.
Did you?
Drew, you're here for the
All about
paycheck, but Tori's here to help the kids. We'll hear something off the new CD. Talk to Ariel.
Yeah.
You're 21?
Hello?
What's up?
Hey. Okay. I was wondering. When I was 19, I got pregnant. I had been on ortho-tricycline for 2 years, and I never missed a pill. And just all of a sudden, I stopped getting my period, and I went and took a test, and I was pregnant. And I was wanting to know if maybe my weight might have had something to do with it.
Interesting. You should bring that up. I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. That I do not make enough of this. That when there are failures of the birth control pill, particularly the lower dose estrogen pills, it's sometimes due to weight.
Weight gain, weight loss?
The heavier women need a higher dose of estrogen. They don't.
Like takes more beer to get them drunk.
Precisely.
Well,
Even though
That's
you don't
exactly
have,
what my thought
you don't
process
have to
was.
get them juiced up because they put out, but I'm just saying,
If you did.
in theory,
did.
in theory.
I'm not fat. I mean,
No,
I'm
no.
not, like, completely obese, but I'm hefty, you know. I'm 5'5", and I weighed about 165 when I got pregnant. So
Yeah.
I'm not fat, but not super much.
Right.
It is again. Just the point is that you have a larger volume to be sort of contended with the pharmacology.
Makes sense.
And
Okay, well, do
people
you
need
have-
hard. It is actually a more serious concern than you might think, and I'm not really sure that the gynecological literature is specific on how to deal with it, other than to avoid the lower dose estrogen pills. In
Well,
other words, there's
is there
concern that the
something that you
patch
would
might not
suggest?
work. And what?
Right now I'm on Ortho Evra. I decided to go on the patch and try that.
Yeah.
Is the patch is it a little bit better concentrated, or is there something that you could recommend that would be for, a woman that's my size?
I can't. I can tell you what to avoid, but I can't tell you what necessarily to take because.
Would you take more? Would you take a pill and a half?
No. You just avoid the lower dose pills. But the tricyclic pills are things that theoretically you should be able to take. So there you failed that. And so it's really hard to know. Just
You
bring it
wouldn't-
up with your doctor, and you may have to try a few things.
You wouldn't want to go with two patches,
he
otherwise you couldn't
recommended
see,
a
right?
I'll tell you what I would do. I would be really careful not to allow any mid-cycle bleeding. I think that's probably how I'd monitor it.
Well, I mean, I got married to the guy that I had the child with, because we've been together since we were sophomores in high school. But and so we've been kind of doubling up now to try to,
Doubling up the pill or
having
using
another
it?
one. No,
Using
I'm
it?
using the pill.
don't want any
and
other
we
kids.
use, like condoms and sperm.
Yeah, that's actually what's recommended if you want to be very careful. Is
All right.
use a second method.
I like this, Ariel. How's everything else going?
Everything is great. My daughter, she's beautiful.
That's great. But, all moms think that. I mean,
Yeah, I'm just,
Yeah.
it was a blessing, really. I mean, I can't exactly
Yeah.
look at it as a curse. I was just
good.
kind of.
Don't tell her about the pill failing until she's at least third grade. Because the kids
No.
can't. Should you ever tell your kid anything like that?
Not when they're a child.
Wait till they're adults and you
Yeah.
have a nice laugh about it?
Right.
Is it still weird if you hear it at 30, you think?
Oh yeah, but you can. It's no big deal. I mean, it won't affect your development at that point because you're developed. It'll give you tons of reasons to act out your resentments on your parents, though. Mm-hmm. Give you good fuel.
Mm-hmm. Tori, you wanted your daughter, right?
Yes, we did.
But still, you could say you didn't if she acts up. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You got that in your hip pocket. I'm saying don't use it, but keep it.
If you need it,
Keep it if you need it. Yeah, it's like that single shot
cyanide pill.
Derringer you keep in your boot. You know what I mean? Just in case. All right.
By the way,
Drew,
Adam-
you get to do it times 3. Drew's got the triplets. Tori, have you seen the picture of the
No,
kids?
I haven't seen
Beautiful. Show them.
Do you have pictures?
Get the pictures.
I have a picture somewhere.
You guys do a picture swap here.
Okay.
Adam, you notice that Chris is back tonight?
Yeah, no, I didn't know. Engineer Chris is back. He's over his eye infection. Yeah.
Here's mine.
Oh.
Yeah, you all right?
Those are a couple years old. It's a
Yeah.
while ago.
How
Got a
sweet.
rusty load in the eye.
What are
and,
their names?
Yeah, it's bad times. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that's why you got to use protection if you're going to be doing that with guys.
cute.
All right, so Chris is back. God bless him. Well, now he's our good luck charm.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a great show tonight. Tori's here. Chris is here. This couldn't get better. Junior producer bought some donuts for Tori. And
I ate them.
And Drew started to go for him, and she yelled at him. And then...
Oh, my goodness, she's so cute. Look at this.
Drew, how many times you got to punch the mic a night?
That's ballet class.
Oh, my God, she has 28 kids.
Adam, no, that's ballet class.
Which one is she? The one in the middle?
With the light on her.
With the cap? Wait, she's not wearing a cap. That's just a light?
No, and that's a little flower in her little bun.
She's gorgeous. That's nice.
She's learning ballet.
Don't get too crazy with the ballet. It gives them an eating disorder.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah, that's what we've learned from this show. Little bit's good. Then you move on. You keep it moving. Oh, that's nice. You don't want them getting too good at any one thing.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none. That's what you want. Because once they master one, they get an eating disorder.
No, not piano.
Piano. Yeah.
No.
Piano, you don't get an eating disorder. Why is that, Drew?
Because you sit on your butt all day.
No, you could with piano, but those are limited to
You need a mom that was yelling at you to practice a lot,
Those
right?
Asian kids get that.
Yeah. They get eating disorder?
Yeah.
Really?
Do they? From playing the piano?
Really?
Do they?
Well, no, the domineering moms.
Abusive domineering.
Right. Abusive domineering moms. It turns the boys gay and it gives the chicks the eating disorder. So, just not that you're that mom, I'm just saying. But
Thanks, Adam. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you're not. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But
These are those gold dust moments.
All right. Golly, you recognize that woman?
Oh, my God.
It's you, baby.
Is she taking piano?
This is different. Well, I tried to find a Suzuki method.
Just 1 second, Tori.
Yeah.
Adam, sidebar. Piano and ballet.
Okay, wait, no. She asked to do ballet and tap, and then she...
And tap.
Oh.
And then she wanted to learn the piano. Okay, so guess what? No piano teaching until they're, I don't know.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, really? 6?
5 sometimes.
Yeah.
Start at
Really?
5. Mine started at 5.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Just is it not?
Obviously, I didn't.
They can't sit. That's Drew
No,
playing, by the way.
I
They
was-
can't sit still at 3,
No,
or
I
won't
played-
take, or
Oh, rubbish. I was playing piano 2.5.
really?
Yeah.
So was Mozart. So.
I love... No, but it was my friend.
Right.
The piano was
Did you
my friend.
teach yourself? at that age?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And there was sort of a Suzuki quality to how you taught yourself?
No, I just think I could hear anything and play it back.
Wow.
What's Suzuki? How's that? Is that a type of teaching?
It's a certain kind of method.
Is it the kind you would use for a child?
The Peabody Conservatory where I went felt that for the little kids that it was good because the parents also need to be involved and it's a sharing thing.
It's a very strange technique. It's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, a billion different rhythms and things.
Well, anyway, there wasn't it. It wasn't available.
Right.
So I got a hat because Tash really wanted to learn to play and wanted to have lessons every week.
Really?
And so I put on a hat and became Mrs. Paris.
Oh, you did a whole
So I teach
crazy
piano.
character?
I don't know the Suzuki method, so I don't teach that. I teach, how to be a butterfly at the piano. We do animals on the keys.
Wow.
Does your husband have
Could be a whole new
musical
technique.
ability?
Yes, he plays drums and guitar.
Oh, all right.
Just because he was playing at 4. But he's an engineer, sound engineer.
I'm so jealous.
People with talent?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't do anything else.
All right.
You don't need to.
But playing the piano is nothing better than a party and you sidling up to the piano at some point and cranking a little something out. This is nothing better. Just once I'd like to do that. That's Drew playing the piano, by the way.
Oh, that's so good. Is that you
yeah.
playing, Drew?
Oh, let me tell you, he sings opera, too. He does. Anderson, you have any...
No, come on.
Find some opera.
What's this?
You singing opera?
All right.
It's Drew. That's it. He's singing opera. That's what he did. He dreamt of being an opera singer.
This is
This is it.
This
Yeah.
is on the Ben. This is on.
He's singing in Mexican or Japanese or
This was the
something.
Ben Stein. It was like turn Ben Stein on or something. So you're supposed to impress Ben Stein.
Who's
Right.
Ben Stein?
That's what I'm talking about. It's a very popular show.
You got to get
Drew
cable.
in the hizzy. No, come on.
All right. You got to get cable over there in England. Kyle,
Yeah.
Wait till I tell Ben Stein, Tori Amos said, who's Ben Stein is going to kill himself. What's up, Kyle?
Well, I was just wondering, like, me and my girlfriend were wondering, like, when a girl gets wet, like, what is that? Like, what is that secretion?
That's,
like, is it, like, anything? Is, like,
to do with...
Just wondering what it is.
Something to do with fairies, right, Tori?
Yeah, but why ain't you got no play, playa? No, come on. There's many, many glands down there producing lots of different kinds of secretions. Skene's glands, Bartholin's glands, and they all are putting out for lubrication.
What's the difference between the Skene's glands and the Bartholin's glands?
There's glands in the wall of the vagina. There's a lot of opportunity for secreting stuff. Your body secretes things in lots of different locations without you sort of being aware of it. Your stomach is always secreting stuff. Your bowel's secreting stuff.
Well, how do you... the definition of secrete is have a fluid enter itself. I mean, if the stomach means things are bleeding through the walls.
No, it means fluid is coming into the outside world. Secretion into the outside world.
All right.
And it'd be like a normal amount, because I mean, I think for her it's like a lot, but I don't know if it's like, is there like a normal amount? Like, do some girls like don't have any at all?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's like humping an ashtray.
There can be variable production. Yes, a lot. Some people not so much. And the pills,
all I ever get.
Birth control pills can affect the amount, and so
you
know.
Yeah, it's like a sock filled with kitty litter. That's what it feels like. Yeah, see, you should be lucky.
Tori just barfed.
No, Tori knows what I'm talking about. She's been there. You've been on the road as much as Tori, and you've seen as much as Tori. You know what I'm saying? All right, Kyle.
By the way, Adam, I want to
Plus,
say
you're in Arizona, so
makes it worse.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I've actually met you at Jimmy's wedding.
You did?
Yeah, I was there with my aunt, because Jimmy married my aunt's friend.
Wait a minute, Jimmy got married like
it was a while ago. It was like probably.
No, let me tell you how old you were when Jimmy got married.
7.
No, you were more like 3.
Wow.
Yeah, so I didn't meet you at Jimmy's wedding.
Who's Jimmy?
Jimmy is, you know Ben Stein?
Yeah.
He works with him.
Jimmy's probably listening now, but Jimmy is my partner, or one of my partners, and we did the Man Show on Comedy Central. You ask your nephew about the Man Show. And now Jimmy is hosting his own late-night show on ABC. Jimmy Kimmel Live. That's him now. And he used to host Win Ben Stein's Money, the aforementioned
Ben Stein.
Win Ben Stein's Ben Stein. Yeah. All right.
Tori is so happy to be back in Southern California.
She is happy to be here.
I am happy to be here. I love it here.
I'm remembering the last conversations last 2 years ago were about, we talked an awful lot about the world situation and about children and rearing children in this kind of world. And remember that?
Because your daughter was 1 at the time, I think.
Yes.
And you're probably worried. I mean, I don't know. 1, it feels like you're going to create their world for them or something, and then I guess they become people at some point.
I just remember Tori just she got that "you do not F with my children" thing going.
Yeah, I like that.
Don't if you're threatening them.
Yeah, the lioness. Yeah, wish my mom had a little of that. Maybe we should hear songs.
Yeah, you can cry. You can
Let's
cry
just hear a song.
coffee.
Yeah, nothing's going to cheer you up like a Tori Amos song. No, that's true. All right,
what Anderson tonight?
He loves Tori too. Everybody loves Tori Amos. And let me say this too. I don't know where Tori's playing, but if you had a chance to see her, go see her. I mean, this is a musician. You know, I mean, we have a lot of...
And a performer.
And a performer. We have a lot of acts on this show. Fun guys, good guys. Got a couple of good songs, but they are not what you call artists. You know what I'm saying? They're kids who hooked on to something. Tori Amos is an artist. You go see her, you get a whole new appreciation for music. All right, let's hear something. This is off the new CD, Tales of a Librarian, and it's called Precious Things.
running after Billy, running after the rain. These precious things, let them bleed, let them wash away. These precious things, let them break. They'll never leave. He said you're really an ugly girl, but I like the way you play. And I died, but I thanked him. Can you believe that? A sick, holding on to his picture, dressing up every day. I wanna smash the faces, those beautiful boys, those Christian boys. So you can make me come, it doesn't make you Jesus. These precious things, let them bleed, let them wash away. These precious things, let them break. They'll hold on me. Yes, in my peach party dress, no one dared, no one cared to tell me where the pretty girls are. Those demigods with them 9-inch nails and little fashion Spanish tucked inside the heart of every nice girl. These precious things, let them bleed, let them wash away. These precious things, let them break, let them wash away. These precious things, let them bleed now, let them wash away. These precious things, let them break. They hold on me.
Yep, little Tori Amos for you off the new CD Tales of the Librarian, which is best of, and then there's also a couple of new cuts on it. It's a 2 CD set, very handsome, solid, and you may have some of these songs already. You probably do, but you don't have this.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, it's a very attractive package, much like Tori is. We have to take ourselves a little break. We'll come back. We got more questions for Tori and questions for you.
And Florida and Germany.
Oh, and another round of Florida or Germany after this.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tori Amos is our guest tonight. The new CD is Tales of a Librarian. Tori also has started an organization called RAIN, and if you want any information about that organization, you can go to www.rain.org or call 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-HOPE. All right. Now, Tori, I know you're a big fan of the show. Well,
She just can't listen to it because she's in England.
No,
Well-
but I love this show.
yeah, she's a fan. We're an unlikely couple, me and Tori.
I thought you were
What?
simpatico, but
We're
different.
kindred, sympathicated spirits.
I see.
But to the outside world, and we don't care about the outside world. That's one of the things we have. You know what I'm saying? Let them talk.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
we never cared about the outside world.
And that's what happens. You see, if you start listening to the everyone whispering in your ear, it can screw up a relationship. But we know what we have. We don't even want you here right now, Drew. Quite honestly.
That last time you got rid of me, if you recall.
Oh, did I get rid of you?
I was in Minnesota.
Oh, that's right. It was just me and Tori.
Yeah.
I was wondering because my style feels a little cramped tonight. And I was wondering what that was.
And as I told you, this time she grabbed me and said, "Do not leave the studio."
Oh, because she was scared. Scared?
Yeah.
She's a woman of great passion.
Scared what might happen. Yes.
She doesn't trust herself.
I see. Those boundaries. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. She's an impulsive artist. She's a reckless, impulsive artist. And she when she sees something, she likes it. All right. So we got this game here, Tori. It's called Germany or Florida.
Okay.
All bizarre evil comes from either Germany or Florida. We figured this out on the Jimmy
evil
Kimmel show.
And the macabre.
So, people call in, they give us the bizarre story, and we guess either Germany or Florida.
Okay.
Darren,
Hello?
you're 17?
Yeah, I'm 17. Hey, Adam. You're hilarious. Dr. Drew, you're a good man. All right, Germany or Florida? A 34-year-old auto worker was rushed to the emergency ward this weekend when his genitals started to suffer from necropsy. The unidentified man had a strange fetish for an extreme form of genital chastity, which stopped the blood flow to his testicles and penis for more than 4 days. The married father of the four claimed he enjoyed the constriction caused by the pipe-fitting rings he used in valves at the assembly plant where he worked, and his wife had no idea about his strange liking. He is quoted as saying that he would leave them on for days at a time and usually had no problem removing them. Unable to get the device off, he would... where is it?
We're on a roll.
You got
Okay,
embarrassed. Yeah.
All right.
You couldn't get a saw around
All
it.
right, so Germany or Florida? This is
Florida.
a
I'm
tough
saying-
one.
You think Germany?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Tori goes Germany, Drew, and Florida. We've never had this kind of
Well,
dispute
all right, let's
on
think about
Germany
it.
or Florida.
Not a lot of auto manufacturing in Florida.
Well, was it auto manufacturing or just manufacturing?
Auto.
He said auto, yeah.
We did say auto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of precision parts in Germany, all over the place.
Yeah, they do a lot of Waffle Huts.
A lot of
in
weird
there,
sexual
Florida.
stuff in Germany.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Tell me why,
It's
tell me
got to
why.
be some residual
You
of the
know- you know-
war
All that
trauma.
lederhosen.
War trauma.
Yeah, you know what it is whenever you take societies that are sort of buttoned down, they explode at some point, and it always takes a turn for the sick or the bizarre. It's like
And the schwanz.
like the Japanese, too much bowing, too many ties worn, too much reverence for your parents equals I got to get some bear pancreas in me so I can get a boner, and then I'm going to eat sashimi off a virgin. You know, see what it turns into?
Yeah.
It goes weird. Whereas, like, places like, South, like Rio de Janeiro, I think they're just sort of moderately sexual all the time, but it doesn't seem to take the perverse turn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, you don't hear anyone from Rio out slaughtering rhinos to get some horn
Right.
so they can make an aphrodisiac.
No.
They don't do anything. They just hump each other.
Right. They just look
They're
around.
so busy humping. They're so tired from banging all day. They don't have time for all the weird, bizarre, ritualistic stuff.
Yeah.
So I think Germany it suffers from the sort of button-down stuff. All right, so we're going
But
Germany.
it's such a white trash move. The whole thing it's not a sexual, it's a white trash move, and that's why I went Florida.
That's why you play. That's why you have to play Germany or Florida.
All right,
If
so
you-
what are we doing here? Germany?
We got to.
What do you-
I got to go with Tori. The kindred spirits
so
have
it's
to stay
Germany.
together.
All right, Germany.
We're all going Germany. All right, where was he? Line 5. Darren.
Yeah, you're going Germany?
Yeah.
All right, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Guy loses his genitals, Germany.
Oh man, Tori, what can't you do?
Let's take one more crack
Plays
at
the
it.
piano.
Hey,
She
Anderson?
does Germany or Florida.
We
What's
need
up,
a new
Anderson?
song. We need something new. Can we get Tori to do one?
Well, we had, and I hope she's not listening. We had Pink.
No, don't even talk about that. No,
Well, I'm just saying we had Pink sing the Germany or Florida song, and it didn't
Didn't
come
stick.
out as good as we would have liked it to.
dear.
So and there's no real theme other than the Germany or Florida word.
And I don't want to play it. Don't even say it, because I just let her.
Yeah, we don't want to poison your mind with the actual bad theme we have.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? That would taint you.
Dr. Drew, I'm on the spot.
Yeah.
Give her a melody.
No,
Really?
no melody, no.
No melody.
No melody?
She comes up with her own.
Just the words, Germany or Florida. That's all we have.
Okay.
How does that move you?
Germany or Florida, go together.
Wait a minute, that's Ebony or Ivory. But that's
Germany,
good.
Germany, Florida. We got that. That's all we need.
All right.
We're good.
Nice. One take Tori, they call her. Or we're not going to do any more take story. It's one or the other. That was great. Pink, you're out. Tori, you're in.
No. Oh, she's going to...
All right. I don't want to take another Germany or Florida.
Right.
Wait, what about this one?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, line 2 over here. This is Nicole. Nicole,
Hi,
you're 20?
I am.
What's up?
Well, my fiance and I just moved back from Utah about 2 months ago, and we moved in with my parents temporarily just until we can get back on our feet with the new baby and everything. And my dad has been snooping through our stuff, and we pay him rent every month. We pay him rent. And tonight, for instance, since we got back to and my fiance works with my dad's company, and my dad was called this evening from like a check cashing place just to verify the number, and my dad started telling him that he wasn't able to cash the check because my dad said so, and my dad was the king of the castle, and my fiance didn't live there. He only slept there, and it's a big issue.
Well, no, wait a minute. He's the fiance, but you're living together?
Right.
Dads could freak out about that.
Well,
you mean pre-marriage living? Yeah.
In the same house with them?
We are.
Humping in the same house with Dad?
Well, it's probably.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And how do you know he's snooping through your stuff?
He tells us.
Oh, really?
You got to either get married fast
gotta get out of there.
or get out of there, yeah.
Yeah. And
he's not going to get over this.
No. You being married and living there is not the answer either. No.
He'll get over it. He'll be
Tori
so weird,
agrees.
but
Kindred Tori agrees.
Right.
No, this guy's a pain in the ass. He's intrusive. They're calling from Riverside. That's a disaster.
Every time you try to leave what?
Every time we try to leave, he'll call the cops and tell them that we stole the car. And the car is mine. It was a graduation gift from him and my mom.
Is he...
All right, look.
Is he alcoholic?
Yeah.
No, he smokes pot, and I just found out on Thanksgiving that he used to do coke.
I think he may be doing stimulants now. That is sort of a drug addict move that call the police on the stolen car.
Nicole, get out of there. You guys can't scrape together first and last for a crappy apartment?
You're paying him rent anyway.
We've been working on it, and my dad is pretty much his boss at work, and he's like, oh, yeah, you'll get your ass. And then he's like,
what kind of work?
Well,
what kind of work?
It's construction. It's the first time
Adam was making the universal hammer move.
Yeah. I know construction workers when I hear them. Yeah. First off, you're no excuse not to get an apartment in Riverside because I believe they pay you to stay at apartments in Riverside.
But Nicole's dad is Mike Stramat.
Yeah, my a-hole foreman. Hey, look, Nicole, let me say what's going on here. First off, I'd love to hear your dad's version of this because it sounds like you're leaving stuff out. He calls the cops when you take your car somewhere. I'm sure he would have a version of that story that made a little more sense to us. That being said, there's no doubt he's an asshole, but then there's no doubt you're an idiot for living with the guy. And we hear this night after night. It's like, oh, the guy's a tyrant, and he's horrible, and he's abusive, but I live with him, and we work with him, and we share our lives 100%. Even good parents, you shouldn't be doing this with.
No, that's bad boundaries. Bad boundaries.
Yes, you're an adult. Your fiancé is an adult. He should get a job somewhere else. If he's a decent carpenter, he can get a job on any other crew. You guys save up a couple $100 and get the hell out of there. Until then, you just lay low.
The reason you haven't moved out yet is you really don't want to.
Right.
You're engaged in a dance with Dad, and you got to just stop.
Every time we try to move out, he calls the cops on us.
What the hell does that mean?
Excuse me, you're not.
Calls the cops on you.
Nicole, you're not allowed to walk outside of a house.
No, we're allowed to go places, but if we don't come back, he'll call the cops. He'll say that we're mistreating the baby and all that kind of crap.
Yeah, so what do you care?
All right, but
so
listen,
let him call.
Let me tell you something, Nicole. You guys are engaged in a endless white trash dance with this guy.
Oh, and in your world, those are the 911 calls. These people would be eliminated.
I know, because you get 3 and then we put you down. The 4th one, we put you down. Yeah, listen, Nicole, please, for the sake of your kid, you do have a kid?
We do.
Yeah.
Just get out of there. I know it's easier. It fuels your fire to stay there and blame him for everything. He's an idiot, but you're an idiot for hanging with an idiot.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay?
There's nothing
Just get
you're
out of
doing
there.
that's
Quit
wrong.
dancing.
So what do you care if he calls the police?
I can't
What
believe
do you
it.
care?
Oh, the husband. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't. These people. It's like the more effed up you are, and the worse your relationship is, the more
you got to be
drawn
together
to it. It's like
Yes.
some tooth that is exquisitely painful, and you can't stop playing with it with your tongue.
Let me ask you something, Dr. Drew. So, in her situation, just say he's threatening, doing this all the time, call the cops. What can she do to protect herself? Can she say, when the cops come, if she's there trying to get the kid into the car, look, my father is disturbed. He needs to be.
The truth is your protection. What does she care if the police show up at her house? Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
There's
thank
no
you for
problem.
coming,
There's
and
no
my
problem.
father has severe problems, and we have to go.
They should be. That's why I brought up Adam's 911 policy. They should be looking at the data with a jaundiced point of view and have him evaluated for nuisance calls to the cops.
It's just anybody who uses the police force as their own personal bodyguard or
home enforcement, home security.
Buddy. Yeah, they're people who use the cops to like screw with their neighbors, and they do it. They use the cops for like preemptive strikes. Like you get in an argument with your neighbor, so you get a restraining order against them, so it's on record. You know, the people just think the cops are sort of there to settle their crappy family disputes. Like I said, you get the cops. Here's the thing: when I'm in charge, Tori. First off, you get 3 lawsuits over the course of your lifetime. So, 2?
2.
All right, but if you make it to 80, they'll give you 1 more.
No, not in the music business.
Oh, well, you got to sue.
You should be given 80.
Well,
80 lawsuits.
People can sue you till they're blue in the face.
That's right.
You can't initiate lawsuits.
No.
Counter lawsuits are fine. That's a push.
How many can you initiate?
3 in a lifetime.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll go with 3.
And you get 3 911 calls every 8 years.
Perfect.
That's it. The 4th one, they put a bullet in your head.
Pow.
I don't care what happened. Yeah. I don't care if a guy's cut a hole in your roof and he's lowering himself down in your living room naked with the bandolero ammunition belt.
The cops will take care of him after they shoot you.
They got to shoot you first.
That's right.
That's right.
What about the guy that calls and says, I wrote Cornflake Girl?
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Lawsuit, huh?
Well, it didn't get that far.
Did he call your record label and say he wrote Cornflake Girl?
Called my dad.
Your dad?
Who handles my publishing?
But it was your brother, right?
No, it wasn't my brother.
Really?
But the good thing is my dad, they had to walk through it. He said he would pray for him.
Wow. Your dad said he would pray for Cornflake Boy? Or
Yeah, for Cornflake Boy, yeah.
Wow. True.
Welcome, United States. There's no way you can be rendering a service and not get sued.
That wouldn't count. That wouldn't count on your record because he was going after you, and I'm sure he's had multiple other
weird things.
Yes. Yeah. All right. I'd put him down. Personal favor to you. Tori Amos here. Cornflake Gal. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine. We'll be right back. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1105 Alternative, San Francisco.
Hey, yo, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tori Amos is our guest tonight. Tales of a Librarian. Name of the very handsomely packaged double CD set. And like I said, you can download off the internet all you like. You're never going to get this. This is this is handsome, and it makes a fine addition to any CD collection. Yes, Drew?
Fine.
That's right. You just repeat the last word I say of whatever sentence.
Sentence.
Enough.
Said.
Oh, you're actually adding them on. All right. Oh, we have a question for Tori. Sue,
Hi, yes,
you're 23?
I am.
What's up?
I just had a question for Tori. I was just wondering what the process was for picking which songs to put on the album and kind of wading through all the material.
Hi, Sue. We got all the original multis in, the multi-tracks, and put them all up on the board and listened to them, and got a pile going of the ones that had held up over the years.
How many songs did you have to choose from, or potential candidates did you have?
I'm trying to think in my brain, but a lot. Like 100.
Wow. That's
With
amazing.
B-sides and everything like that. And so we went through everything, and in some cases we had to use safeties instead of the originals because they had been lost in the tape libraries. And as the record industry is imploding,
Really?
the first thing it seems to have gone are the tape libraries.
Now, when you say safeties, you mean backups that were made?
Yeah, backups.
And do you have those, or does the label
we made
have
copies
those?
we made copies of everything. This was an opportunity to get into my own stores and make up sort of my own little library of music before it was lost.
Is stuff safer now that it's like digitally stored, or does the tape decompose or something?
Yeah. We had to bake some of the multis. Yeah, it's some term.
I know what that means, Drew.
But the whole thing is,
it's when you get stoned and listen to your own music.
You bake.
Yeah, it's called baking. Bake and listen. Yeah, should you get stoned and throw darts to figure out.
No,
what
yes,
songs
you
were on
can
there.
store. Yes, to answer your question, yes, you can store things.
Drew's
better.
page going on.
That's me. Oh, I know.
Oh, it is. Hey, Sue. Any other questions for Tori?
Hello?
Sue.
Hello.
Any more for Tori?
Well, I just actually wanted to say that it was a great album, and when are you planning on doing any live shows to support this, or is it just kind of media?
No, just media. We did a show in London, like a little tiny sort of moment Q&A.
Yeah, what about playing? Not launching a big tour?
No, 2005.
Oh, yeah? And then you'll go everywhere?
Yeah, I got to go drive Tash to ballet class next week.
Tesh is her husband. He's English. They don't have masculine names there.
Well, he does.
And he can't drive. All right.
All right.
Hey,
well,
Sue.
thank you
Good
so much
times
for
there,
letting
baby
me know.
doll.
Bye, Sue.
Yeah. Good. You're prioritizing. I like that. Drew, what are you doing?
Prioritizing.
All right. Somebody called you from the hospital?
I'm trying to figure out
if
what
that's your
happened.
wife, she's in trouble.
No, I think it may be like low battery or something. I think what this is.
Uh-oh. Sarah,
Yeah.
you got a question for Tori?
Yes, I have a question for Tori. Hi, Tori. My name's Sarah, and
Hi,
I'm in
Sarah.
Vancouver, Washington, and I just saw your last concert in December of last year. And my question for you is, how do you feel about being such a huge inspiration to so many women and being such a great positive role model? And just every day when I listen to your music and everything, it's just such a great escape. And just let me tell you, you're so amazingly talented. I'm really nervous.
Lauren, is that you?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Senior producer Lauren is
Hi.
beside herself.
Hello.
How does it feel being a goddess? I mean, inspiration to women.
Well, I think that when I was growing up, there were women that I looked to, and some didn't come out on the other side so well. I looked to them as artists like Sylvia Plath and George O'Keeffe, who lived to a ripe old age, which is great.
Great painter.
But I kind of sort of started to read as much as I could, developing yourself, the inner world.
Mm-hmm.
And I started just getting into, because this is what I was into, the Jungians.
What are they?
Jung.
Oh, the young. Oh, the young.
Carl Jung, yeah.
Yeah. Him,
James Hollis, James Hilburn, reading things so that I could find a way to sort of maybe...
How old were you when you were reading this stuff?
Well,
4.
No. I got into that in my early 20s, and I think that the whole thing is with the music industry, sometimes you can get seduced by all those bells and whistles, and at a certain point you have to remember why you're making the music, and that it's a privilege to do it, and
Well, let me ask you, Tori. Did you when you were younger, late, let's say as a teenager, did you think that you were disturbed or troubled, that you were broken and needed to be fixed in any way? I mean, when you went out and sought this knowledge.
Or did you think I'm going to be successful and I need to be sort of armed with, you know?
Not Drew, don't make it easy.
No, I'm just, you don't know.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think I might have had a little bit of both. I think I might have thought that the music side was strong, but the personality side, the side that I grew up in a very Christian home, and it was quite controlling. And so to try and figure out, there was a lot of shame, too, associated with women's issues, and it was completely accepted to go be, quote-unquote, a provider or to get a job, but it was very different to have an independent sexual life out before marriage.
Oh, wait, I don't want to cut it off after, I think she said sex. But now Tori said she's staying for the first hour, and that's what she meant, except for the one more break.
Yeah.
Because we're just getting into some good stuff. So you can hang out for one
few
more,
more
right?
minutes.
Yeah.
A few more minutes, right? Let's play another song. Yeah. All right, Tori Amos here. We'll be right back after this.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the Dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Just a little sample of the kind of music you'll be getting off the new Tori Amos. Yeah. No, you'll be hearing none of that. Just a very deep, soulful, and melodic, talented musician banging away on them 88s.
And Tori was just talking about guilt and shame and sex.
Yes. That's where we left off. Yeah, what about that? Where were we? Oh, yeah, where you were growing up.
Hyper-religious.
Hyper-religious.
Oh, your family was hyper-religious.
Well, yeah, my dad and his mom.
What was the religion? Just not to disdain.
Methodist for him, but she was Church of God. She was a minister too, his mother. And his father, they were sort of teacher, missionary people in the hills of Virginia.
Did you go out into the wilds and
tag along? And said, oh, my heavens, this will be my enemy. So when I was 5, I knew my grandmother would have burned the Magdalene at the stake. And it was clear to me that a woman integrated with her sexuality, with her spirituality, was just something that they could not accept. The idea that you can have both.
Sure, they were afraid of it.
That wholeness. Yeah, so it was, you had to make a choice. And over the years...
So the flesh or the spirit?
Yeah, or the Mother Mary or the Magdalene in Christian mythology.
I see.
So you choose the Mother Mary, which is, she's devoid of her sexuality, although she had children historically. Mother Mary, as we know.
How dare you?
Well,
that's blasphemy, Drew.
It's true. Go read your books.
Oh, he had brothers.
And then Mary Magdalene.
Magically, though.
Yeah, magically.
Mary Magdalene, of course, and stripped of her spirituality. So it's been my sort of, what I was trying to do as a teenager was marry the Marys inside my being. And when I would masturbate, I would be bringing the two Marys together into my being.
Wow. I brought the two Larrys together into the hamper.
Yeah, but you were thinking about the two Marys.
I was thinking about two Marys, but it was the two Larrys that converged into my dad's hamper. And so, Drew, who'd you bring together?
Hamper?
Where you put your laundry?
I put my laundry there. What's a hamper? My goodness, your servants have been chasing you around for too long, sweetie.
His socks ended up in the hamper is the deal.
Tori doesn't even, she's a...
Pure and simple.
She takes her clothes off, she throws them all around the house, they're hanging from the light fixtures. Hampers where civilized people keep their unmentionables. they're filthy unmentionables.
Maybe Amber's another name for your unmentionables.
What did you guys call the basket?
laundry basket.
The laundry basket. The laundry basket. That's what we call it.
That's hamsters.
Hamsters.
All right, Drew.
I like that.
All right, let's, where are we? Got a question for Tori. What about poor Danielle over here?
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, it's a heavy one. We'll talk to her. Danielle,
Hi.
you're 15?
Yeah.
What's up?
I was molested by my dad since I was 6, and I was wondering what I should expect and how to deal with it later on.
6 until now? 15.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Have you reported it?
No.
Does your mom know about it?
Nope.
First thing you need to do is blow the cover on this thing. Because what you are now is a perfect victim. The way you get through these experiences with your dad is by checking out emotionally, right? You just kind of go somewhere else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Yeah.
And that dissociation, that what you've learned to do in order to manage this horrible abuse, is something that needs to be sort of worked out in therapy. You need to be able to have a range of feelings without checking out, without drifting into this dissociative state. And whenever, people will see you, victimizers will know you're a victim, and they will come after you, and you will freeze, and you'll be re-victimized over and again in your life.
Most everybody we've spoken to who is molested and victimized at the hands of a family member, or at least at an early age, become victims at some point again, and over again, by the way, too.
Yes.
So in order not to have that down the road for yourself, and your dad needs to be brought to justice,
Right.
and you need to work out these feelings.
One of the ways to sort of move away from being a victim is to start asserting yourself and coming to your own defense. And the first part of that is going to be to acknowledge this reality.
I don't think anyone's going to believe me, though, because, I'm kind of like my parents' image of a rebellious teen, and my mom already knows that my dad and I don't get along very well. And it doesn't happen anymore because we fight so much.
Does Rain have any services?
Yeah, they do have services. If you want to call somebody there where you are, the good thing would be is to try and get some counseling.
Do you have that number?
I got it.
I have
No. Okay.
Yeah, or on the website, because I feel like you need a support group. I mean, Dr. True, if she's 15 years old, she's 15, so where would she go? I think, the nuts and bolts of when she confronts this, the fear of having no place to go,
Right.
where's the support system?
That's right. Well, they're going to take my dad away. They're going to blame me. All these feelings of guilt, shame. Maybe the first thing to do is to get a therapist or get a support group.
And also, nobody's going to believe me, because that's a big one.
Right.
And people pointing a finger and saying you're a liar or you're crazy.
I've had a counselor.
Have you?
You do have one?
Yeah, but my parents made me go because they thought I was suicidal or whatever.
That's great that you keep going, but you got to tell them about what's happening here. You did tell him?
No, I don't like her. She's
you're not going to like anybody, Danielle. Anybody that tries to help you is going to feel bad.
Yeah. The only people you're going to like are people you need to get
Stay
away
away
from.
from. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
So tell
That's
her.
why True and I get along so well. We both hate each other.
I was sexually abused for many years, is that what you're saying?
It could have been. That could be part of it. No, we don't care for each other,
I
and
see.
that's why we know to stay close to each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's converse, right?
Yeah, you're like Braca flour. You taste crappy, but it's good for you. Hey, Danielle?
Yeah.
Your dad, isn't he... Wait, hold on. Let's have a little sidebar here.
Yeah.
If I was sending my 15-year-old daughter to a therapist of a dad that was molesting his daughter for many years, I would be freaked out that she would spill all her guts to the therapist. And
But
then
some of these guys are so effed up and in such disavowal, such repudiation of what they're doing, that they literally believe they're going to be able just to deny it and get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Danielle? Did he tell you don't say anything about this to the therapist or anything like that?
He doesn't know that I don't like it. He seems to be in his own little world, and he can't realize that he doesn't understand body language. That when I'm slamming the door in his face, it probably means I don't want to do anything.
Is your dad an alcoholic?
I think he sort of was, but he didn't really admit to it, and he's pretty much stopped now. He's on a diet that doesn't allow alcohol.
Let's see. What's he on? Atkins?
Yeah.
Oh, no booze? Screw that.
Yeah, he does drink a little bit still, but
Okay.
not much.
All right, so...
Have you confronted him and said, stop it, or I'm going to call the cops?
No, I have, like... I talked to one of my friends about it, and he told me that I need to, like, tell him to stop, and I stood up for myself a couple of times, and I don't know, I just went to my room and shut my door, and it kind of
All right, so
stopped.
Danielle, do you have the RAIN number? The 656 HOPE?
Call it.
You
Call
do.
it.
All right, just call
This
it.
is the beginning of you coming to your own aid, your own defense. But you're going to have to do this systematically and regularly. This is not an easy situation to pull yourself out of.
No. If you do make it
awful.
out of it, you'll be in better shape than most. You'll be
Because
stronger.
she's taking action. Yeah.
Well, because you will have had so much therapy and so much introspection and so much of that you'll actually be stronger
But the
than
thing is
most that never get involved with it.
There is a huge community out there of young men and women, as you all know, that are on the path to getting out of the victim mode to the survival mode. And with the website, that's really important because people are able to share their experiences and empower each
Support
other.
each other.
Yeah, really. I think that's so important, Danielle, is that you're getting a support group and they're out there, and these guys can give you all the website address, because I've gotten a lot of letters from people that say that was the thing that they went to. They needed every day, every other day, to have that courage to look that person in the eye and to say no.
That's
no more touching.
www.rain.org, and RAIN is RAINN.org. All right, let's take a question for Tori. Kayla?
Hey.
Hey,
Tori?
you're 17.
Oh, yes, I am 17. Tori, I love you, and I saw you on Leno, and you were absolutely beautiful. My question is, do you have any advice for young pianists or words of wisdom?
Do you have a piano in your house?
Yes, I do.
Good. Do you get to play it often?
Yes. I don't have much time because I'm taking a lot of hard school courses, but I try to get in front of it as much as possible. And actually, the first thing I taught myself to play was putting the damage on.
So you taught yourself to play?
Yeah,
wow.
Pretty much. I took some lessons for a while, but I've had to pretty much teach myself.
Well, you know what?
Now, Tori's told me privately that she'll crush any newcomer. Privately. That's the private Tori. That's the one,
That means
I
business.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the businesswoman. But the on-air Tori is a different Tori, and she's going to pretend like she wants you to get into the business. So give her some tips.
Well,
What should she do?
I met Tori at a meet and greet, and she seemed pretty encouraging. But
That was the meet and greet Tori.
oh, well, there's so many faces of Tori.
There's like five Tories.
Adam
Only 3 of
obviously
them are
knows
nice.
them all.
2 of them are nice. One's kind of a push, and then the other 2, get out of the way.
All I can say to you is that even though you're taking hard courses, it seems to me that an instrument is a place where you can recharge your batteries. And if you can just set aside time every day. Some people set aside time to do exercise or this or that, and I'm not saying you don't do that. But I feel like there has to be creativity in your life every day.
Right.
And if this is your way, then you make it a priority. You get off the phone for that 30 minutes or whatever, and you say, I'm going to close the door and spend this with my instrument. And so many people, I think, growing up aren't encouraged to have that creativity time, that it's as important, I think, as anything else. And you can weigh in on this, Dr. Drew. But
Do you think, some people sort of think you're supposed to wait around until a bolt of lightning hits you to go create, but you're saying it's a muscle that needs to be worked
every
out
day.
On a daily basis.
I go every day to my instrument, even if I have nothing. That's.
Are you trying
cooking.
to write? Or
I go to my instrument
do you know what
2-3
you're
times
gonna,
a day.
You have an
sometimes.
intent?
No, but I just sit down.
And the hamper. You got the hamper and the instrument.
Yeah. I sit down and you just
Not in that order.
Play. And sometimes it isn't about, am I making anything that anybody else will love? It's about no different than, like, you like working out and whatever it is. You have that time to just let yourself be free without being that critic in your head. I mean, there's a time for that if you're, getting a performance together. You can try and be objective, but there's so many people, I think, that want to be creative but just stop themselves because they feel like they have to have an idea to do it instead of just sit down as a discipline.
I think there's more people who aren't creative who want to be creative, who just want to dress creatively, talk creatively, and hang out with creative people. There's a lot of them, too.
Yeah, but they're different kinds of creativity.
Yeah.
They really are.
There's good and then there's sucky. There's a lot of sucky out there, yes, Drew?
Yes, Adam.
Kayla?
Yep.
All right, there you go. Play that piano so you don't become sucky.
Well, I'll do my darndest.
Right.
Thank you very much.
You'll be fine.
Bye-bye.
Remember Clive Barker said he'd write every day?
Clive Barker would... Tori, do you know who Clive Barker is?
Price is Right?
Yes. Oh, that's good. I like that.
Not everyone's a talk. No, that's Bob Barker.
Oh, my God.
Clive Barker writes horror novels. Clive Barker is the world's gayest horror novelist.
I like Lunchables.
He likes Lunchables. It's unfair because so far everyone we've mentioned has been a game show host.
Right.
And I think she thought that was the category we're on, much like a game show.
Yeah.
Anderson. Anderson.
That's Ben Stein. Now, Clive Barker, he writes these horror novels, and he says that I think what Drew's getting at is, and what Tori is saying too, is it's a discipline. I mean, everyone thinks, well, it's whimsical, it's great. Oh, you're on tour, you're meeting people. There's throngs of fans wanting you to sign autographs. But you have to. Anyone who's successful at it really turns it into a job and works at it like anybody else.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd say turns it into a job. I think turns it into a discipline.
A structure.
Because a discipline is no different than some people get up and do yoga. Right. Some people, run for 2 miles. Some people, whatever. But I just do gardening for 2 hours. They just do that thing that gives them that sense of, hey, I'm creating something.
Right.
And I sit down for 2 hours every day without fail, even if I don't have a song on my brain, just to, play.
Drew, do you know the great composer Gene Rayburn?
No, he sounds like a great guy, though. Did he work with Charles Nelson Riley ever?
Yeah, and Brett Summers. All right, let's take some more questions. Now, we're going to play another Tori Amos song, but we'll do that when she's gone. She can listen to that on the radio on the way home.
Okay.
Or wherever she goes.
Yeah, it's almost time for me to go be mommy.
It's close, yeah. Yeah, that's a little code we have worked out.
Dear, oh dear.
That's right. That's right. She calls me daddy.
I figured.
Will?
Hey.
You're 13?
Yeah.
You're calling from Anchorage.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What is up? You're 13, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam,
What's your
you're
question?
God.
Thank you.
What's going on, Will?
Well, I masturbate a lot, as much as I shouldn't, but my penis is flaking off. Like, it's coming off in chunks.
So sort of like those glaciers as they enter into the sea there.
Dude, you beat off?
Yeah.
And what do you guys use? Maybe it's not using enough lubricant. Maybe it's more seal oil.
Or
whatever they
whale
use
blubber
over there. Yeah.
Or maybe that whatever he's using is causing a dermatitis, and that's causing him to flake, or it's someone's left behind on his skin and making it seem like it's flaking.
Well,
or maybe his dork is like a snake.
Oh, and it's
growing.
It's molting.
Yeah.
Now this Tori
wants to know more.
My penis was
really?
molt.
Tori's like, what? Your penis is molt?
People. It's like, hey, Adam's penis is on the floor. No, it's molted. That's his old penis. It's hollow. It's hollow. No, put your finger. No, I'm not. No, okay, don't put your finger in it. But the point is that means his penis is once again grown.
You could use it as a puppet. You could. A finger puppet.
Yeah.
In your case.
Hang it from the rear view. All right, so Will is, let's talk. Will's probably full of crap because he said his penis was coming off in big pieces.
Yeah,
but guys...
he probably has a little bit of flaking. It's just an irritation.
We're talking about masturbation with Tori a little bit earlier, and It's catch as catch can. There's no manual for this. Guys,
Masturbation?
Yeah. I mean, guys, every one of my buddies made knows the heartache of trying to beat off with Prel.
Right.
You know, guys beat off with shampoo and burn their dork. You know, there's a lot of mistakes are made.
Did I learn from you last night that there's something called a vaginal tube or something?
Well, that's an autopsy. So that's something else.
Oh, I thought that was done pre-morbidly, that the guys were putting those things in to
please, Drew.
do something
How
weird.
Dare you?
Oh.
How dare you? But there's tips. I mean, you got to know. Like if you're young, like Tori, like for me, don't beat off with dandruff shampoo. Okay, that's number one on my list. That's one and two. Yeah. Also, lock your door. Your stepmom's going to come in.
You're barrel bold.
Yeah. 2, if you're using your stepmom's lube, eventually it's going to run dry, even if it's just a squirt a day, and she's gonna put 2 and 2 together. So go out and cop your own lube. You know what I mean?
So there's no embarrassing.
Right. Tori, any tips for the gals?
Yeah, if they tell you your hand's going to fall off because you do it, don't believe them.
Oh, is that what Dad told you?
No, Dad and I didn't discuss this, but other girls in the church
really
would say,
use a shower
if you do
handle.
this.
The shower, then your hand is okay.
Yeah, right. I was told I would go blind and said, okay. I started learning Braille. I said, this is something I'm going to have to, it's a handicap.
You have to contend with it. That's
Many people have had worse handicaps than this.
And this is yours. It's going to happen.
This is going to be mine. Yeah, and the point is if I'm going to go blind, let's do it in high school so I can, while I'm still able to learn Braille and still able to ingest this material and then just make a life at it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
Tori's got to go.
Tori's got to go because she's got to be mommy.
Right.
Yeah. I wish I had that luxury of being mommy. Wish I could just pick up and leave and be mommy anytime I wanted. No, I got to be talk show hosty. You understand? I got responsibility to the kids.
I know.
All right.
You're responsible guy.
Tori, always a delight.
Loads of love, you guys. Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.
You come back anytime you like, and when you do the new tour in 2005, come by.
I'll come visit.
Thank you.
And you've got to come to the show and do a little.
I'm coming to the
song
show.
And dance.
Where are you going to play? You don't know. You'll play the Wiltern or somewhere like that. The Greek. The Greek. All right. I'd love to go see it.
When?
2005.
Oh, I thought we got a date already. It's okay. Got it.
2005 is our date.
Got it.
Mwah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Mwah. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, LoveLine, y'all. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Tori Amos has left the building. Such a good spirit, that Tori. I'll tell you what. I love that woman. Tales of Librarian is the name of the CD. We'll hear another song off it sometime.
End of the spring?
Yeah. All right, back to the phones we go. Yes, Drew?
Yes.
All right. Nicole?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah. Okay, I've been having sex with the same guy for about 3 years, and he always tells me I don't want a relationship, but he'll date every other girl but me, basically.
Oh, baby doll.
He just has sex with you?
Yeah.
Why do you put up with this?
I have no idea.
Because your dad's an a-hole.
Yeah, that's what my mom says.
Well, that's why.
You got to believe her.
Yeah, and
Don't ever think this guy's going to come around. It is not going to happen.
Yeah, that's what his friends tell me that too.
No. It's not about people telling you that. That's reality.
Yeah. Although I'd sock my friends right in the nuts if they were telling someone I was having steady sex with for 3 years and not ever having to commit to. Hey, they just want to. That means they want to have sex with you
That's
too.
exactly
by the way.
what that means.
No,
That's
they just think he's an asshole.
No, that is precisely what that means.
But Drew, when you're 17 and 18, everything that comes out of your mouth means I want to have sex.
Everything.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, and
18.
it's been since
28.
I was like 16.
38.
Right.
And every time I want to get with somebody else, or I tell him, I don't want to see you anymore, that's when he starts calling me all the time.
Yeah.
He's a colossal prick.
Well, how old is he?
He's 22.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
And he'll date these other girls, and then they break up all the time. And
He's 22?
Yeah.
So, by the way, when he started this behavior, you were 14 or 15 and he was 19.
It was a month before I was 16 and he was 19, yeah.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Criminal / jackass / idiot / retard / felon.
Yeah, and...
Slash Nicole needs to get the hell away from this guy.
Why don't you salvage some dignity and break it off with this guy?
I tried to do that, and I don't know what it is, because before him, I was fine, and if a guy did something like that, I would be like, okay,
listen, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you what happens, everybody. Your strength, your spiritual strength, your dignity, whatever you want to call it, it's not at one level constantly.
It's a reserve. It's like a tank.
It floats.
It's a tank, yeah.
It goes up, and there's some pretty lean years, and there's some years when the tank is full. And your tank may have been pretty close to full, but you can meet somebody that'll drain your tank. And what happens is the more this guy calls and says, just come over there and get on top of you for a couple minutes, and then splits, and you don't see him for another month, and then he does it again. The more that happens, the more your reserve gets lowered.
Yeah.
You become weaker and weaker. You start questioning yourself. You lose your dignity. And then at that point, you're like Superman with a crotch full of kryptonite.
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing you can do.
No.
All right, now, here's how you slowly get your reserves and your strength back. You start standing up.
You come to your own defense. You make healthy choices on your behalf. You delay gratification. You make hard choices. You don't do these things that are highly arousing and attractive
I want
to you.
everybody within the sound of my voice to do that, except for when it's you. When it's me.
And
then you roll over.
And for people like Nicole, attraction, super attraction, bad thing. That means the guy's going to be an abuser.
Right.
Like your dad.
Right. Like my dad?
Yours too. But Nicole's particularly.
My dad. I think my dad,
if he could register a pulse, he would have been abused.
Yeah, he would have abused if he could just get off the sofa. Like that would have been movement.
You got to understand that there are theorists that believe that neglect and deprivation are the most serious forms of abuse.
No S, Sherlock.
Okay. I guess I struck a chord.
Yeah.
Because the nourishment that your brain needed, you got none. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's payback time. I haven't even hatched my plan yet. I'm waiting till my dad turns 80 before I give him a serious beating. I think I could handle him now.
You take him, you mean?
I think I could take him in a fair fight, but I'm still going to do that thing where I bust a whiskey bottle
come after him
over the car fender and start calling and start going, come on, old man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can imagine it now.
I'm going to wait till he's 80,
It's a very pretty sight.
I'm going to wait till he's 80 because I want to hear ribs snapping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Femurs cracking. I want compound fractures.
How old is he now?
He's, my dad's, it's hard to tell how old he is because he's really, it's like an animal. He's like an old catfish or something.
Yeah.
You know, they don't look that much different.
Right.
My dad never had a prime, but when you never have a prime, you don't really bottom out either.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, see,
is he in his early 70s?
He's probably like 72.
Not late 70s.
No, I got a few more years.
Shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna roid up. I'm gonna get myself juiced up, and I'm gonna go after him on his 80th birthday, and just I'm gonna crack him like kindling over my knee. Then I'm gonna throw him in the fireplace.
Good times.
It's gonna be great. Yeah. See, let me explain something.
Oh, please.
The Corollas haven't bottomed out. It's just they're like a car that was never nice. They're like a beige Camry with a ding in the door.
Who cares?
10 years after they're new, they're still just a beige Camry, but they don't look bad. Now, you get yourself a nice shiny red convertible with a white vinyl top on it and stuff like that. It looks like hell 10 years later. Yeah. And same with like hot blondes.
Yeah.
I mean, you see these women that were, sex symbols and goddesses, and oh my God. I mean, as they get into their 40s, the 50s, and 60s, the wheels start coming off the wagon.
Unless they are of sort of color and...
Yeah, but even the goddess thing. I'm saying, you see some fat Eskimo chick, she looks crappy at 23. She looks the same crappy at 33, at 53, and at 63.
No change, I see. Yeah.
No change.
No wheels coming off.
No, the wheels were never on.
No bad to worse, I see.
That's right. All right. You understand?
So people are like a flower that wilts, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but if you never bloom, then you can never wilt. The petals can never fall down.
James, what's up? You're 22.
Hey, how you guys doing?
That's my dad's name.
About a week ago, I was diagnosed with scabies.
Oh, good times.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I received some medication.
I know where Adam's going immediately with this.
What's that?
I know where Adam's going immediately with this.
Scabies?
Yeah.
Why?
What he used to treat it was a cream that he needed a prescription for.
Oh.
Or a pill. Did they give you the cream?
Cream and a pill.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's where I'm going. You really need a prescription to get crab shampoo. You need a prescription to get pills and topical ointments for scabies. You know, is this going to be abused? And theoretically, everything you put on you or put in your mouth can be abused at some point. I mean, you can abuse Taco Bell. You can abuse Krispy Kreme donuts, as Drew was attempting to do only moments ago and still planning to do.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can go out to the sporting goods store, buy a pistol crossbow, and then go across the street, buy a gallon of gasoline, and then go to the next corner and buy a quart of tequila. Is really the scabies medication more dangerous than that? And what are the potential abuses of the scabies medication? Why can't we just get this stuff? Is this more attorneys effing with us? Like to take that crossbow, put it right in their head.
So, James, that help you?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
How long? I put it on last Friday. It was, full body application.
Yeah. It's one night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone away yet. It went away for a couple days, and then now it's slowly.
Do you have it like in your wrists, ankles, waist, that sort of thing?
Yeah, upper arms, upper body.
Upper body.
What is scabies? Is that the skin thing, or is that the little mites
it's
and
a
little
bug.
worms?
It's a bug that gets under your skin. It's like a lice.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Good times.
Usually, scabies are sort of where your belt hits and where your stockings
yeah,
are.
there too, and on the upper.
Why? They're like a little moisture. They get pushed into the skin there.
I don't know what the.
Maybe
I
they
heard you can get
burrow.
them unprotected
They burrow.
sex.
They burrow. What?
Is it a sexually transmitted disease?
It can be.
Yeah,
It can be.
With a donkey.
But it's mostly on like couches and bed sheets and that kind of thing. You get it that way.
Yeah.
But it's easily treated, and what you may have, the reason you're still itching and uncomfortable, may be a persistent either allergic reaction to the bug and or just from all the scratching you've done, and you may want to call your dermatologist and get some steroid creams to cool it all down. The bugs go away.
I had a roommate that had crabs, and we actually slept in the same bed.
I don't want to hear about it. And
the bed was a
futon.
No, that was another roommate.
Beanbag.
No, it was just a single.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hey, you're like Abraham Lincoln, for God's sakes.
Well, there was one
God.
bed and it was a single. He needed to sleep, and so did I.
What? It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
And we're both 200 pounds.
I understand that. That's not
We're not
possible.
little pixies.
And you don't sleep right.
No, I don't. But I never got crabs. And the guy we shared the same bed.
If somebody ever does your autobiography, they will accuse you of being gay. That's like they do with Abraham Lincoln. Oh, he must be. He and Herndon sleep in the same bed. Must be gay.
Well, hey, listen, you blow a couple of guys, you get labeled. Let them talk.
But anyway, James, maybe you also haven't taken care of the beds and the towels and all kind of stuff. You got to wash everything, vacuum everything. You got to get the bugs out of your house.
What do you wash it in?
Just laundry detergent.
They don't have any scabies?
No, you don't need that. Just get it. Just wash everything. Everything. Should we hear a song?
We could.
Nathan, 21.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? I was just calling because since listening to your show, I'm just shocked by how many girls are molested by their fathers, and I was wondering why that is. Is there some weird attraction that all fathers have for their daughters that they have to
No,
resist?
not at all. But it's guys that were sexually abused themselves become abusers, and they don't just abuse one kid; they abuse lots of them.
So
and
it just started like with Adam and Eve or something, and just kept passed down?
I hope it didn't start with Adam and Eve.
That's where it started.
But I think the horse is out of the barn since the last 40 years of sort of sexual liberation and stuff. People have been acting out a lot more sexually, and this problem has spread.
Yeah,
badly.
So I don't need to worry about that or anything when I'm a father.
Not if you haven't been abused in some way.
You think you're just gonna be compelled to do it?
Are you attracted to young kids?
No,
No,
you're
I
not
don't
gonna
have
do
kids,
it.
But I just can't believe it. How many girls?
If people don't want to believe it, they don't believe it. It's an unbelievably common problem. I deal with it every day in the hospital, clinical world.
Nathan, unless your daughter's exceptionally hot,
Jesus.
I mean, she's blonde, and
what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're a man. Man first, father second. Yes, Drew?
I remember Simpson, O.J. Simpson's wife, seeing his dad after she was murdered, going, well, the man has his needs, and he.
Yeah.
Remember that whole weird thing he was talking about? Oh my God.
Super ultra creepy. All right. So don't worry about it, Nathan.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, now we're going to hear a song.
We went to just call and make sure he wasn't going to molest this kid who wasn't born yet.
They decided he wouldn't have kids then.
Yeah. I'm going to go out in the hall and tell whoever's out there to shut the F up because they're driving me nuts.
Well, let's do that during the song. What's the song we're going to play? I promised Tori we'd play another song.
I know, but I don't know what the... second song. Oh, it's God.
Okay.
There we go.
God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through. You make pretty daisies, pretty daisies. Oh, I gotta find what you're doing about things. Yeah, feel which is burning, gets a little toasty. I gotta find why you always go when the wind blows. God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through. Well, tell me you're crazy, maybe then I'll understand. You got your 999 in the backseat, just in case. Oh, hey, you've gone south, well, babe, you love your new folk. I gotta find why you always go when the wind blows. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. We'll heal you, even tell her if you decide to make the sky fall. We'll heal you, even tell her if you decide to make the sky. God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
Hey, yo, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Tori Amos was in the hizzy, but now she's in the Kari. I was just thinking to myself, Junior junior producer Lauren is crazed for Tori Amos.
Crazed
mess, and I thought, I've often kidded with Lauren that the only reason she took this gig is that once every couple of years she gets to see Tori Amos in the flesh, and I'm sort of half kidding, but I mean it. And she's much as admitted that's why she's here too. And here's what I'd like to say to junior producer Lauren. She ought to just take the next 2 years off until Tori comes. Why keep the charade up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that it's come to the surface, what the hell?
Schlepping the coffee, having me yell at you about the stuff that's on my cheat sheet.
She's learned everything there is to learn about
stuff.
radio. We've heard that.
Yeah, it's who you know. Anyway, I'm just saying Tori's going to be back 2005. She's going to be playing the Greek. She's going to be promoting that. We'll give you a heads up. You come back. No?
She has to stay continuously till then.
All right. I wouldn't hold it against her. All right. Let's talk to Jenny. Jenny?
Yes.
You want to know what the risks are of anal sex?
Well, me and my boyfriend have been together for about 4.5 years, and we have a baby and stuff, and so we were kind of wondering how to spice up our love life and if anal sex was...
We were, or he was begging you to do this?
Well, I was too, because I'm kind of different than other girls. I like porn and porn with them and stuff, and so we've done a lot of different stuff, and so I like to go down on him and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
we've done a lot of stuff.
Oh my goodness,
baby, you need to write a book.
So
it's crazy. Well, look, the first thing you can do is really do some pretty serious damage to your strap-on. I mean, you can get it all. You can get the little pee hole all filled up with Duke, and you're talking about him doing it to you?
Yes. So I know that you're supposed to use a condom and lots of lube and all that stuff because no matter what.
There you go.
But I was wondering if he could do damage to me.
Yes, right.
So I'm wondering if any of my fears are unfounded.
Well, hold on. Lots of lube that's your parachute right there.
For life, I mean? It's your life.
Yeah. Now, why condom for him?
Yeah,
for
so
him.
He doesn't give
because
her.
You don't want feces and.
Right, he can get infections.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, you do, huh?
Anywhere.
Cannon fodder, feces fodder.
Yeah. Here's what I like. I like when after a little fudge pack and the next urination, I want the toilet to be brown. You understand? I want to mud salvo.
Yeah.
And then the yellow.
Why even go through that though?
How dare you?
Why not just take my own fecal matter and pack it into my penis?
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. Is why even go through the messy cleanup?
I don't clean up. I just whiz off.
Okay.
All
right, but Jenny, yes, there can be harm done to you. Obviously, there you can tear, stricture, fistulas can open up, infections,
How big
abscesses.
is he? How big is he?
Well, he's
You can plan on incontinence when you're 70 years old anyway. And you
is he big?
Around or long?
Both.
I don't know.
It's if you have a big penis or not. I don't want to know how much it weighs. Just tell me, is it big?
No, it's not that big.
All right. Well, then you're cool.
Oh, you just hung up on somebody.
Oh, who cares? They call all the time. So I'm built like a Slim Jim, one of those things the AAA guy uses to get the car door open.
Yeah.
You know when you lock your keys in?
You have a flat penis?
Slide right in. No damage. Just peel that weather stripping back. I just need an opening. Just a little crack of light. I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Pow. Locks pop up. That's how I know when I'm done. Yeah, pow! How'd I hang up on that person?
I don't know.
I just hit the hold, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they hung up
I think so.
right as I hit the hold.
Yeah.
Trying to freak me out.
Whatever.
Let's talk to Jason. Jason?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah. First of all, I just say, Dr. Drew, you're amazing, and congratulations on being literally a millionaire.
Adam?
And,
That's me. That's me.
Exactly.
I'm literally a millionaire.
Yeah, and Dr. Drew, you're amazing, too. I've been looking for your book, actually, trying to read it, but I can't exactly find it. But to my question...
Amazon. Amazon.com.
Yeah, to my question, I have a lot of body hair.
Let's do a little LoveLine. Let's do a LoveLine reenactment, because I always love this. Adam, you're cool because you're literally a millionaire, And Drew, you're cool too. And I've really been wanting to read your book, but I don't know where to find it.
Amazon.com.
Anyway, I got a lot of body hair.
He went so far as to go, yeah. So,
hey, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mr. Personality, as I like to call you. You had a question about your body hair?
Yeah. I just want to know how I could get it to go away and, like, stay away.
Yeah.
What part of the body are we talking about here?
Back and chest.
Mm-hmm.
Chest.
Let me tell you this, Jason. First off, if you got the back hair at 18, this journey has just begun. Do you understand?
Do you have a lot of it?
Yeah.
Back? Yeah.
Any back hair at 18 means you got a nice future that's just going to be chocked full of pubes.
Of pubes?
Well, it's pubes. It's pubic hair, is it not?
What's on your head?
That's my head is pubes. Yours is hair.
Beg your pardon.
I have pubes on my head.
Right,
Look, have you seen my head?
Yeah. Okay.
Feel that.
All
right. Then it feels like you're scratching your balls, doesn't it?
My God.
You hit my head. You want to know what balls feel like? That's what my
oh my
you're
God.
Scratching your nuts, right?
Oh my God.
That's what I got. That's one of the reasons I'm going to snap my dad like Kinley.
All right, Jason. There are laser procedures to help reduce the hair, but
how about you just you know what?
There's a pruning procedures that Adam recommends.
Look, don't shave yourself down smooth. That's gay. You just got to find a chick that'll tolerate you.
Would you get a shear out, one of those raising shears?
Yeah.
Like
Jason,
like a sheep shearing thing.
Jason.
Yeah. Well, I have like an electric razor, but I don't really use that. I choose those.
Listen.
Clippers. You need a clippers.
Okay, first, everyone talks about the miracle of the laser. BS. It's expensive and it doesn't really work. And then when it grows back, it's ingrown because the hairs are cut off so deep and they get infected and blah, blah, blah. For now, there's not much you can do. Now, go get one of those trimmer things.
Clippers.
Yeah. When I was a kid, it's like you had to get a license and you had to be a barber and stuff. Now everyone's got those things. They're like $9.
Yeah.
And you just trim yourself. You just keep yourself groomed. Less like a dog. All right, we'll be back.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. You know what I'm saying out there?
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on LoveLine.
Anderson, he's inspired tonight.
I know. Tori left, took all the wind out of Anderson's sail. All right, I want to thank Tori Amos for coming in here tonight and being a delight. Tales of a Librarian.
I feel kind of let down. Our incredible run of guests just ends now. Boom.
That's all right.
Oh,
we got big stuff coming up in weeks ahead. 1-800-656-HOPE. That is the RAIN hotline. 656-HOPE. It's an 800 number. Call that if you've been raped, molested, or anything close to it. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. Clive Barker would... Tori, do you know who Clive Barker is?
Price is Right?
Yeah.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.